More than 100 Republican officials, current and former, state level, national level, have signed on to a letter demanding that the Republican Party make some very serious changes. Otherwise, they're going to break off, form their own third party, which would effectively cripple, if they get the numbers, the actual Republican Party. Now, we do not have the full list of people. That has not yet been revealed. But this whole thing was put together by Miles Taylor, a former official from the Trump administration, from the Department of Homeland Security. Mr. Taylor wrote a book critical of Donald Trump during his time at the White House. He wrote that anonymously. He also was the guy that wrote the New York Times op-ed attacking the Trump administration, I think in October 2018. So he's been a very outspoken critic of the guy that he was working for. And even though we don't know all the names of the people on the list, and we don't know what the demands are that they're wanting the Republican Party to change, it's pretty obvious what they want the Republican Party to do is not follow Donald Trump down into the abyss. We do know a couple of the names. They are former governors Tom Ridge of Pennsylvania and Christine Todd Whitman of New Jersey, former Transportation Secretary Mary Peters, and former Representatives Charlie Dent of Pennsylvania, Barbara Comstock of Virginia, Reed Ribble of Wisconsin, and Mickey Edwards of Oklahoma. Most of those are names that most people have never heard of in their life, so I don't know how effective this letter is going to be. Look, I appreciate what these Republicans are doing. Yes, they all say they're still Republicans, but they're just hanging on by a thread, and they want the party to change or else they're going to go form their own thing. But look, man, you want to have an impact? You got to get real people to sign these letters. I'm sorry if that offends any of those Republicans I just listed, but come on. Most people have no idea who you people are. If they heard your name, they wouldn't recognize it. They saw you on the street, they wouldn't know what you were. You want to get this? You got to get some big name people, huh? Get some Colin Powell out there. Get Condoleezza Rice. Hell, get George W. Bush if you have to. Get Karl Rove. Get people that people know. But again, hey, I applaud your efforts, even though I have no doubt that they're not going to be successful because the Republican Party's made its choice. The Republican Party has absolutely made it clear this is who they are. This is what they're going to be. The Liz Cheney vote proves that. They're not backing down from Trumpism. They're embracing it. And they're expelling people who do not embrace it. So you can send your little letter saying we're going to form our third party if you don't give in to our demands, but you know they're not going to give in to your demands. And to be honest, that's a very stupid move on behalf of the Republican Party, because here's the thing. As I have come to theorize, the reason Republicans are clinging to Donald Trump is because of his threat months ago to form a third party because he didn't feel the Republican Party was good enough for him anymore. Republicans feared that a third party would take Trump's entire base away from them and they'd never win another election. Again, this is just my theory. But now they're looking at it happening the opposite way. You have these sensible Republicans and politically sensible who see the tide shifting in the public, understand that you can't suppress polls even when you're suppressing them from yourself about how unpopular Trump is. And so now these people might break off and form their own third party. And yes, it would have the same effect as losing the Trump base. You lose the normal people from the Republican Party and all you're left with are the crazies. You lose the crazies, you don't have the numbers to win elections. No matter which way you slice it, no matter how the Republican Party fractures and splits, it's toast. Sure, they're still going to win some elections in deep red districts, like my district here in Florida's 1st, right? That's going to stay Republican, probably. You have other areas with Republican stranglehold, so no matter what the Republicans put up, even if they're running against their own Republican light candidate, they're going to win. But swing districts, that's where the problems are. You know, tight races, they can't win those if the party splits, no matter which way it splits. So I hope it splits. I hope these 100+ Republicans who signed on to this letter, I hope you put your money where your mouth is because you know the party's not going to change. Do something courageous for once and split apart from them. Build a new party. It's going to take a while for it to get up off the ground and get some momentum here. But you build your party and watch it grow, and you watch the old Republican Party die. It's not like that hasn't happened in this country in the past. Hell, the Federalists, the Bull Moose Party, the Whig Party, the Democratic Republicans, those are all political parties that have thrived in the United States that are all now dead and gone and forgotten. Maybe it's time the Republican Party joins those other ones on the ash heap of history.